Panda, Chief Operating Officer at Carson India Solution, is also with us on the broadcast. Let me make a start with you first, Rekha Shukla, on what you make of this Malaysia link emerging and the modus operandi really being used for exploitation and luring of these girls.
Thank you, Uday, for having me on this heated debate. Look, if the Malaysian link has been established, then the investigation and the probe is now going to have a very wide section. And we are not now looking for the Indian sections, we are now have to have a Malaysian plus Indian laws to be there. As far as Nida Khan is concerned, or our Indian law is concerned, she is to be definitely booked under section 202 of BNS, like intentional omission of these given information, when she has the knowledge of criminal offence has occurred within her within that premises, or any intentional fail to inform the authority. This is what she has done. She has not informed her seniors or superiors of any kind of action, and then allegation of sexual assault and rape is also there on the pretext of marriage. Right? And here we have to see if there is any possibility of trafficking. So I believe if the Malaysian link is there, we or the police have to widen their investigation to check out the trafficking angle also, other than other sections or other things, other allegations.
Yes, let me in fact also quickly get in Prem Krishan Jain, who's also with us now. Prem Krishan Jain, let me quickly draw you in here now on, of course, the priorities now. What should the priorities of the investigators and the authorities be with these new facts now emerging in this case? Mr. Jain, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost that connection. But Geeta Panda is also with us now, Chief Operating Officer at Carson India Solution, as I introduced earlier. This is really a very disturbing case. And the worry is, if this bust just shows us what might be happening in other parts of the country, in other companies, and to other such, fake and dubious HR managers. What is your inference of what really was happening here, what the modus operandi was, and what do you believe now the authorities should be focusing on?
Yeah, see, thank you for passing that question. First of all, I want to express deep amount of concern and empathy for those that are impacted. And to my knowledge, I've been part of several harassment committees and, in women empowerment committees and so on and so forth. One of the things that came to my mind immediately was that when concerns of this nature surface only after external intervention, it cannot be an isolated issue. It cannot be a TCS issue. It cannot be an isolated bunch of 10 or 12 people getting impacted. It's not possible, right? And repeated unaddressed complaints are talking about psychological safety, about the emotional well-being of individuals, and in these circumstances, typically silence in an organization is certainly not golden, right? We need people to come and speak up. There has to be an open forum. There has to be the glass ceilings, and all of that has to be shattered. People should have an open environment to come and talk about what they feel is working well and what is not working. The saddest part is a large corporation which is very renowned for its ethics and integrity and people focus is today in question, right? So, apart from looking at only this as an isolated case, I think I would urge all leaders, all employers to kind of take a deeper look at your organizational culture. It cannot be handed over to a HR or to a particular organization and believe that your vision and mission and your cost policies will all be advocated and will be adhered to. It's not possible, right? It has to be held at the topmost level and percolated down to across the organization. And that's so paramount, that's so important. It's an early warning for all of us to go deeper into our organizations, talk to our employees, get new inputs on what's going on, and make it the best workplace for people to work. You know, while we are all heavily focused in getting more business, we are all worried about the AI disruption that's going on. This is indeed the top priority for all of us now.